Hi, my name is Jim and I was retired. I'm out here on the banks of the Cooper because I wanted to record a little video about getting in shape for the new year. Relax, this is not going to be an exercise video. I'm going to talk about getting my retirement portfolio in shape for the coming year. And if you go back a couple videos, you realize I made a pension purchase option that took money out of my 401k and bought another layer of pension. Here's a chart that shows you exactly what happened at the beginning of December if you look at my portfolio value throughout the year. That's a sudden drop. But what it did more than that was to change the asset allocation and the balance of my buckets. I'm going to show you a few charts to show you what happened. Let's start with asset allocation. If you go back to June 30th, you see the asset allocation was about 50-50. Large cap was about 35, fixed income bonds were about 39. And if you go to just before the transaction began on November 29 of this year, you'll see something similar to a 50-50. Large cap was at 36 and bonds were at 43. But 2 days later, after the transaction kicked in, you can see what happened to my asset allocation. Large cap was up to 41%, bonds were at 36. Overall asset allocation was equity is at 57 and fixed income was at 43. It's a dramatic change in the asset allocation, a little bit too rich in equity for where I wanted to start the year. So this month, I've been changing the asset allocation, selling off profits in bucket 2 and 3, particularly in equity, to reinvest. And so by the middle of the month, my asset allocation was about 33% large cap and 37 in bonds. By the end of the month, yesterday, my asset allocation was 29% large cap, 35% in bonds, and 18% in cash. Obviously, 18% is too high in cash, and I'll be redeploying as I balance out my buckets. So that's another way of looking at my dilemma, is to look at the buckets. If you look at the buckets at June 30th, you see that bucket 1 was 17, bucket 2 was 25, and bucket 3 was 58% of my assets. Just before the transaction happened, at the beginning of the month, my asset allocation was 15% in bucket 1, 25 in bucket 2, and 60 in bucket 3. But 2 days later, bucket 1 was only 12%, bucket 2 was 20%, and bucket 3 was 68%. Clearly too much in bucket 3 had to be redeployed to bucket 1 and 2. So by the middle of this month, bucket 1 was up to 16% of assets, bucket 2 was 27, and bucket 3 was 57. And now yesterday, bucket 1 was 23%, bucket 2 was 25, and bucket 3 was 52. And my goal is to get bucket 1 at about 16% of assets, bucket 2 at 28%, and the balance of 56 in bucket 3. That'll be my goal for the coming year. So let me tell you a little bit about what I've sold and what I've bought this month as I move money around in these buckets in my asset allocations. So in my 401k, I sold what was left of the select maturity bond funds that had been used to pay for the pension purchase option. I sold all of what was left in those select maturity bonds and instead bought a TIPS fund. And in my IRA, I've sold the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation Fund profits, Wellesley Income profits in bucket 2, and Wellington profits in bucket 3. And I've sold a little bit of my REIT investment profits because REIT was creeping up in my asset allocation. The only transaction I've made in a taxable account is actually I sold a little AT&T, but I did it for a tax loss because my goal was to stay below 100,000, so my pension and retirement income was tax-free in the state of New Jersey. I was a little over. By selling a little AT&T for a loss, I took a loss to offset long-term capital gains that I had taken earlier in the year. Transactions to go in the coming year, I'm going to be investing what's in bucket 1 into bucket 2 and 3. I already talked in a prior video about the one taxable purchase I made in the month, and that was the Treasury Direct Series I savings bonds. One for Marie and one for myself. And we'll come back in 2022 and probably buy 2 more of those. The rest of the deployment of cash is going to be in my tax deferred accounts, and I'll be buying up more TIPS funds, and then I'll be buying up equity, international, small cap to balance out my asset allocation, particularly in bucket 3. Also, I got to take some of that cash out of my tax deferred account as my strategic withdrawal for 2022. And I'll be doing that early in the year, putting it in the bank so I know where my expenses are going to be paid from in the coming year. So I hope these ideas have helped about getting in shape for the new year. What are you buying and selling to get ready for the new year? Let me know in the notes below. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. So I'll conclude with my standard word of warning. Look out for the geese. So I'll conclude with my standard warning. I am not a financial professional, so take these as entertaining ideas from one educated consumer to another. Always do your own due diligence and seek out a professional if you need one. Happy New Year. I'll be back for more in 2022.